I want to do a Cruci Zero Spinventer run. I had some ideas. Refilibuster. I mean, sure, let's just take the Refilibuster. It's actually best. It's really simple. Just take it. It's like the number one selling passive I should probably be taking. Even over Molten Gold. I had a few ideas for some interesting runs could do now. Something involving Splatter is probably what I'm going to end up doing. I could also try an assemble run. I did recently have that custom run where I actually managed to find a full assemble because that was a good bit of fun. I wanted to do that run. Splatter sliming, modifying next shots could actually be really interesting. I could just... There's a bomb. You know what? I'm going to try and collect one of every single slimy orb. Let's see if I can manage that. Another alternative which would be funny if... Oh, it's such an early investment. I'm of course talking about the chip, not the actual investment itself. It could be so beneficial later down the line. I think I won't. I'm allowed to miss. Yep, perfect. Yeah, so I'll try and pick up every single slime mob. Let's see if I can actually pull that off in one run. Since I've done custom runs with it before, and it's actually a really fun custom run. There are so many cool passives you can get for it. And usually I've also limited myself to not being able to start off with a potion boot or a bomb, I believe. But yeah, no, it should be interesting. 66, none of those are slime orbs. I did say, oh, you know what? I might pick up an orb if it's in the store here, if it's sliming. That isn't Toys Company. I think Toys Company I can realistically expect to find. It's not that crazy of a statement. It's pretty common, and pretty bad. Splattle. I already have a Splattle, but I don't require another one. It is a fun orb, but I also like Spinment Originality as it turns out. Alright, well, absolutely I have to take that. And so between all of these, I think my healing is just more than fine right now. So I have to take gold or fresh, of course. And I'm going to be honest. Oh, actually, what complex claws also decent. I'm just going to take gold. Pretty sure it's not the option I should have chosen there, but I wanted to take it. I kind of don't want to be playing for plus damage for my win condition is the thing. I want to be playing for plus upgrading. Which means not doing either. Let's just get the kill on all of them, shall we? Filibuster is an amazing passive after all. Which means that I'd rather be focusing on an upgrading game plan. And there are so many passives I can hit to focus that. Okay. Let's take out this bat real quick. That was a great shot one. Oh my god. Insane shot one, honestly. All I have to do is hit a refresh and a bomb, like it's just going to wipe out enemies, apparently. That was a very impressive shot one. I don't usually struggle too much with this map, but sometimes I really, really do. Oh, do I include the assemble piece as a part of a slime? You know what? Sure. Let's just do it. I'm playing Crucible Zero, so I have free will to do so, I'd say. Through the flames. Perfect. Let's see what elites I can get. I think getting a fight like Minotaur at this stage would be not ideal, rather unfortunate. But ooh, even just 2 healing slimes on this map is ridiculous. Especially at Cruci Zero, where they're only dealing 1 damage instead of 2 damage to start off the fight. Because there are ways that... I remember I had a way previously where I totally cheesed this fight because I would heal 3 every shot. And if you heal 3 every shot, and you reload once every, I think it was 3 or 4 orbs, that's just perfectly fine. Because you can't pop the sliming if you're not hitting them enough in the 1 shot. And I wasn't. I was hitting the 3 different sliming pigs 3 times each time. That's all I needed. And there were literally no other pigs on the board that I was actually hitting each shot as well. It was hilarious. Alright, let's get some rainbow slime damage, I think. Now let's pull off an insane shot like this, which gets great damage dealt to him. Because I really want that kill. Doesn't look like... Oh, I got it. Sorry, 22 health. Yeah, no, that definitely looks like I got it, doesn't it? Sure, I'll chuck an operation would upgrade. Any of the upgrades are really good, to be honest. Peglin is pendant, refresh it. I'll just take a refresh it. Oh, well, hopefully we get a lot of gold from this, but doesn't seem like that much, does it? I feel like I probably should have taken a fight to improve my worst matchup, which I believe right now is Minotaur. It was fine. Honestly, not that bad of a shot. Especially since this is the second shot is just good. It's just good. Don't really need it to do much more. Okay, I did need it to do much more. I thought that it would get a kill though. No crit really dampen its effects. Refresher Refilibuster, an absolutely classic combo. Should be able to get some healing here. Okay, no, I lied. There we go. Honestly, let's chuck some upgrades on this plateau. Oh, hold on. Maybe this isn't actually... Maybe it's a weaponized envy build. I doubt that. I think that I'll be able to form a weaponized envy build if I use a custom run, but I could do it just ping. Oh yeah, let's just do ping. Like I already have perfect ping set up, really. Don't really need Molten Mantle. Infernal Ingot would be great as well, but like both of those pieces would be amazing. But definitely not necessary. I think I can do a lot with just these pieces. And by just these pieces, obviously I'm mostly talking about the filibuster. But at least I have a second piece, right? Honestly, I'm just going to claim this bomb value. I could just claim the refresh there, but the bombs are a significant enough chunk of health that I should just be getting them. So I'm going to do that. So we get half health. I'd be fine even if it was Crucible 13. When it gets to those middle ones, it gets a bit murky. It's either 13 or 14, I think. One of them is... Yeah, it's 13, I'm right. Nice. Because one of them have less max HP and the other one's heal half. I'm pretty sure heal half is first. And if it's first, then I'm correct. I want to go for a shot which bounces, and I don't think that bounces, but bounces enough, right? Not technically a sliming orb, so I'm going to turn it down. Unfortunately for me, eh? A Cursed Mask Seal Conviction log. I hate Cursed Mask. I think it's a really bad passive. But I never taken it really. This is a run where I can take it. It's probably mildly fine. I really shouldn't take it, but I don't know. Maybe we can see just how amazing it is. Maybe I was wrong the entire time. I mean, the fact that I'm not that good with Confusion could be playing a part, but I'm pretty sure that's not it. Don't think that's it. I think the theme of this passive is very cool. I like it, and I don't think I'm ever going to take it again. I just don't think it's good. Alright, hopefully I'm doing triple store just to see more options. That sounds a bit too crazy even for me. I'll just go this way. Cool, that was a great shot. Love Uniform Horn. Oh my god, I have no passives. Oh, perfect. So here I'm actually going to rat them out so that I can get an elite fight. I think that there are more times where I should... Oh my god, I forgot I have Confusion. There are more times where I should be considering that option, because a lot of the time I just don't think about it. But I should have good enough healing to where I'm actually going at least partially positive this fight. And as long as I'm going partially positive, I think we're in a great spot. Boom. Should be getting a refresher shot now, which is a pretty big deal, especially if I can get one bomb's worth of damage. 21? Oh, I didn't chain kills. No. Alright, we've successfully lost the Confusion, which means we now lose our positive damage benefits. Yippee. I mean, it's potion bolt, so it doesn't matter for this shot specifically, but I'm not a fan of the boss passive, shall we say. One thing I do think that is very notable about the boss passive though, which I will be on the lookout for, is I do think that it's pretty cool with constricting chains, but barely. I think that's not really something worth note, because constricting chains is already such an amazing boss passive that who cares? You're already going to get lots of value out of constricting chains pretty much all the time. There are some specific scenarios where you won't, of course, um, but it's pretty easily going to be the best pick for you pretty consistently. I think that's a very fair statement to say. Oh god, it's so bad. Actually, just atrocious. And I missed the second bomb, and my targeting is mediocre to say the least. Bang, poison gets a kill. Slightly more delayed than I would like. Oh, we finally get the bomby. Using a lot more health than I would like, which is for the most part still just fine. Grab a bomb upgrade there. I do not have any form of passive healing or navigation greed. Red demon. I was very scared of a second 200, 600, but honestly, thinking about it more, that might have actually been ideal. At least we got a pretty good first shot. Not bad indeed. I think I'll go for a shot like this. There we go. Cool stuff. 40 poison damage a turn. That's actually going to add up quite a bit. Poison is probably one of the best slimes for us to get in this fight. Yeah, I can't even aim simple shots like that. Just because of what the Confuse does to me. That's funny. Okay. Can I get a cool splat up shot off? Yes. Get a very cool splat up shot off. Yeah, the 40 ping damage per turn I think mattered a lot here. It adds up. It really does. 188, I'm pretty sure this splat up shot should just kind of be able to... I did say I was going to do that. Is that playing too hard mode? Maybe not. So I'm literally only planning on adding this part of the assembly to my deck, which maybe I am trolling this fight, this run a bit too hard. I realized that I still have to actually win this run, and it's all fine and dandy to say that, you know, like I'm playing Crucible Zero, I can add on a lot of extra little challenges to the run, but the fact that I skipped a boss passive and I've got +1 battle in my deck might be a bit too much. Because this is not a deck that has AoE. I still have a lot of pretty bad fights that I'm going to have to deal with, which it could get very dangerous. We will see. We will see. Luckily, there are some fights which should just be solid for us. I'm hoping that this is one of them. It's looking like it's pretty decent, eh? 277. I'm fine with not upgrading to Two's Company because it's honestly, I have confusion even for this. The navigation, alright, yep, sure. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's a alleviation. I think I'm required to pick it up, unfortunately. I will buy one remove. Now I'm sitting here and I want to buy myself a Strange Brew. Sounds very decent, and I also want to buy myself a... Realistically, none of those. At this stage, I think I'm kind of just want any kind of win condition that works. That's interesting. I missed out on a store. Can I take another elite? Kind of. The fights are good for me. I'll take the fight simply because I want more gold. And I believe I should also get a chance to heal on one of the fights. Something like this, perhaps. That Strange Brew was just as effective as I thought it would be. Let's try and get some damage reduction value now. They did buff the orb massively, so I'm actually looking forward to using it quite a bit. Like 52, 51, that's really solid stuff, though. Now let's claim my healing, please. Oh, the ping power is just too strong for them. They're just melting away. They really are, though. That's hilarious. Yeah, as I thought, some of these fights are just going to give me the opportunity to heal. So am I allowed to have the upgrade set for my deck? Is that something I'm allowed to do? I think not. It would make my deck significantly better, though. I'll do an assemble run soon. How about that? Very soon. Oh yeah, right. Nice. Healing Slime should be great. There are some fights that I'm still scared of, though. This is, honestly, yeah, sure, this is one of them. This is always just a pretty miserable fight if you're lacking in terms of AoE. Which, like, I would love to say that I'm lacking in terms of AoE. Realistically, as long as Refilibuster keeps giving good value, which it just keeps doing, then I'll be perfectly fine. But like, I I do believe in Refilibuster, I really do. It's just I don't want to fully rely on it, and it's telling me I can. I'm just a bit scared. A bit scared. Let's do that shot. That did not split the way I was expecting. Okay, good shot, I guess. Good shot. Doesn't really feel like that much of that shot was decided by me, but sure. I'll take it. Alright, great stuff here. Realistically, I do kind of want my insane Two's company to be level 3 in the upcoming boss fight because I want as much impact in the upcoming boss fight as possible. Pretty sure this is actually just a ton of ping damage. My targeting is great as always. If I landed poison, this is actually a very serious misplay there. Unfortunate. But I'm sure that we'll get a chain kill here. Ooh, that was a really good chain kill as well. I'm more than happy to chill for this shot, get some healing slimes on the board, which I definitely don't need, so I can shoot an insanely... Actually, that's a pretty good alleviation. 4-8. Interestingly enough, if I get some cool slamming upgrade tools, I could actually take double damage as my boss passive. Kind of works well with my... so what am I missing? Poison, lightning, refresh also trigger crit Two's company. I think I'll take that. That's a lot of extra damage because I have a lot of extra refreshes. We have 100 health. The question is that enough? What am I meant to do here? Great first shot. Maybe I'm meant to save potion because it's like an insane heal when I shoot it. Interesting. Spell up should definitely get a crit here, which should give it great damage. Alright, good. Do need healing slime, so I'm gonna need them. Alleviation. Honestly, it might be worth just discarding Alleviation. I don't really know how much I'm gonna need it in this fight. That being said, like, I have some very bad orbs in my deck, shall we say? Don't really expect it to do much. Alright, you can hit a bomb there, right? No, it cannot. Alright, mildly unfortunate. I think something I might need to do, actually, is... Yeah, no, weaponizing, we can't do anything, okay. That's asking for too much. Oh, poison damage there. Okay, hold up. The poison damage is actually just amazing here. You get the constant refresh. Oh my god, I didn't realize you could do that. You can target during the reload and get the poison kill then. It's actually really good to know. Yeah, a big shame I haven't hit Cannibal Hazard. It looks like poison is just like so good here. So no upgrades for me to do actually. Haglin Satchel, I don't think I can find anything I want that way. Radiant Trinket, so I could have found the high roll. And a defresh potion. Look. I think it's just... I think that you can slime orbs even if they're not there. So... Sorry, slime pegs. So I think that's just worth taking. I will say we've had a complete drought of passives this run though. Look at that. We've just not been affording stores. We've just not been affording stores. That's hilarious. Honestly, it does have good synergy with Confusion Mask Refresher as well. It's actually kind of somehow actually a pretty cool synergy, okay. Like I do think Confusion Mask definitely can work out in a Constricting Chains build. Guess it might be better than I was initially considering, but like that's upgrading on Styrian and Treasure Chest, okay. I wasn't expecting that, but I guess I got it. Now, let's try that. $68, 158. I don't think I've got it. That's not good. That's not good. Extremely not ideal. The good news is I actually have... Yeah, what's it called? the lovely, lovely safety net, which is great for generating me some extra damage. Yeah, screw you or something. It's just such a worthless orb. I realistically shouldn't have added to my deck. It's just funny. It's like this way I actually have all of the slimy orbs that I saw this run in my deck. Oh, one of each. But man, that orb is not doing anything. Wow, it's really bad. I'll try something like this. Alleviation is cool. I do like it. Since the upgrade. The problem is, as always, finding the gold to spend on it. Even if it is an orb that is worth you spending gold on to upgrade it, you have to find the right time during a run to spend on it, which can be extremely, extremely hard, shall we say. It's what restricts so many orbs from being like insane. Like, I think Restore is probably the first example I'd give for that. Good damage. Garbage damage. Great damage. Yeah, pretty great. I am extremely disappointed I haven't found upgrading though. Gonna be fully honest. I was really, really hoping for it because, like, I feel like nothing's more synonymous with slimy builds than upgrading, and none of my boss passives, none of my common relics. I've seen. I don't think I've seen Necromancer, but I've seen every single other upgrading orb. Okay, maybe I haven't seen the bad one, but I've seen all the good ones. Honestly, would I consider Necromancer to be one of the good ones? Necromancer, like every single time I use it, it's just like it's not as bad as it seems. It's just only mostly bad. Yeah, because I saw a Sword Orb, I saw a Best Foot Fall, which I do think Best Foot Fall was very decent. I just don't end up picking it. As I mentioned, a lot of what can make an orb bad is just never being able to find the time to pick it up. Which is, I think, something that you can say, if I can get this, perfect. If I can get that, he should just fall. There's something I think that a lot of orbs do suffer from, Fall being one of them. I really just can't find a poison or lightning slime for the life of me, can I? Oh well, at least we're getting max HP every single fight. It counts for something, because I may need it. Don't exactly have much going for me, despite this being a Cruci Zero run, which is honestly hilarious. Well, I'm trying to build out a ping build, so because this is a really, really bad idea, I think I'm doing it. I mean, how many bad ideas have I done this run? Honestly, it's been a while since I've lost a Cruci Zero run. Surely this is the time where I lose a Cruci Zero run. My second boss passive is actually honestly really good here. My pinging power is fine. It's not great. Alright, tackling is going to be pretty hard here. There's another Best Foot Fall. Prime! Useless for a lot of fights, actually. But most importantly, it's useless for the boss fight, which, you know, makes it not the most ideal choice ever. But the Pierce is kind of helpful for this build, I'd say. It's definitely something I was lacking before. Don't expect Enhanced Gunpowder to do much in a final fight, but should be a great passive for before that point. Let's claim a kill on this mirror, shall we? Prime. I'm a bit worried that I might be completely blind to Lightning Orb or Poison Orb, but I really don't think I've seen them this run. Considering the fact that I am a super ping build, I would hope that this fight would go over pretty fast, but my complete lack of multi-ball I think is going to make it take longer than it probably should, because I only have one source of multi-ball, and it's one of the best sources of multi-ball in the game. Motion Ball is just an amazing, amazing orb. Mostly because it's not one orb, right? But it can make that a bit hard. Let's just go through. It's not like I have navigation inflation. Let's just grab some Alleviation, shall we? Just completely negate them for a bit. And I mean a bit, because they're just about all wear off. I feel like if... it doesn't matter. I did have Slime for that shot, Prime for that shot, so I actually probably should have changed my targeting a bit. There we go. Yeah, I just can't find these orbs, can I? Oh well. Surely I'll find at least one in the store, that's all I'm hoping for, to be honest. I don't even need it upgraded. The upgrades on them are, at this stage of the game, definitely not required, shall we say. I just can't even, can I? Oh my. It's not that bad, but let's be honest, it was pretty bad. Okay, let's, I hit it once? This is horrific. Absolutely horrific. Oh my god. At least we have enhanced gunpowder actually giving us some real amount of damage to work with because apparently I'm not finding that damage myself. There we go, that's much more like it. Absolutely nothing still. Okay, well, I probably shouldn't take it, but I'm gonna take it. Alright. 548. I do actually have some max health to work with as well, which is nice. Really? Really? Wow. I'm impressed, honestly. That still is ridiculously bad. Apple a day was nice, but apart from that... Also, I probably shouldn't have even shot this bomb. Such minimal value there. It's really just not worth it. Well, no choice about the second bomb. Because I just... I know I have the additional healing off of the Inferno Anger, but it's still super important to just get as many of those as possible. The healing slimes. So I don't have upgrading. So this fight is actually going to go on for much longer than you would like it to. This is at least actually a pretty good second map. I should be able to get a ton of gold this fight though. Refreshes are really bad right now. I'm gonna try a shot like this for this refresh. I do get there eventually. A bit later than I think I would like. Let's I'll shoot that I guess. This should just be a ton of damage. I'm hoping for at least 1500, but yep, nice. At least 1500. Alright, cool. And yeah, we just need permanent upgrades on the map. The more slime spots, the more chance we have to get more deep fresh potion procs. It's actually a really cool synergy, which I definitely don't end up using that much, just because sliming is a great tool for a lot of pieces, but when it comes to the orbs, it starts to get slightly less useful just because the base damage for the orbs is so incredibly low that you're going to need like upgrading or extreme damage boosts if you want to be getting good use out of it. And upgrading is honestly really good with it. Like all of the slime orbs become really good once you have the proper synergies with it. But without the proper synergies with it, they're 1-2 orbs, or 2-4 if you're lucky. Right? So, except for Splat Orb, Balm, and Potion Vault are all amazing. But you can't use 2 of them for your damage machine because they're just not. You can't do that. And Splat Orb is. It's great. Honestly, you can build win conditions out of Splat Orb. That's why I was tempted to do one for this run because, like, it's really very possible. It's just an extremely good orb. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have added the slime sector to my deck. It was mildly funny in the moment, but, like, let's be honest. I just ended up discarding it for most of this run. It's really bad to only have that piece in your deck and not be trying to pick up any other assembly pieces. Which is what I was trying to do this run. As you can see though, I do simply have enough healing for this fight. This boss does not scale enough. I think the fire scale, but I can't really tell. And one thing I can tell is that, okay, I'm not technically scaling, but I'm getting more slimes on the board, and I feel like slimes do count as scaling even if they're not technically adding anything, because they're really not adding anything. Very minimal impact in this run, but wow. Just the lack of the lack of source of passives in this run is crazy. 23. Oh my god, that is criminal. The boss fight took 23 turns. That's how you can tell I just have an amazing deck, right?